Welcome to Rick Riley's World, where we look at Rick's vast collection. Looks like we got a dandy today. What we got here, Rick?
Well, something probably you don't see every day. It's a 1969 Jeep CJ5 with a trencher unit on the back of it. This trencher unit was made by Go 4 Digger, which is based at the plant up in Toledo. And these Jeeps come off the assembly line. They went straight to the manufacturer to put this equipment on there. At that time they put a Model 70 rear end in them, dual wheels. They're out on an FC170 that's been cut down. The frame has been all plated from the front to the back. Of course, heavy duty springs. It's got this trencher unit on it. This belonged to, I bought it in Pennsylvania from a guy that bought it from Bethlehem Steel. And they used it on their golf course to put irrigation piping in with, and he bought it. And he let it sit for a long time, and the engine locked up in it. So I bought it, brought it home, and ended up pulling the head off of it and getting it all freed up, and seemed like it runs pretty good. Not a lot of creature comforts in them. There's your hydraulic tank, your control valve for your front blade there. You don't want to take the family to the grocery store in it, that's for sure. But they was built as a work vehicle. They got the overhead valve, 4-cylinder in them. With just a stock little 4-banger. Here's your governor for your run the engine, the linkage that goes over the carburetor. That's to keep the motor running at a constant RPM. And there's your throttle control cable that goes to the back, so you set your RPM up on the engine and then the governor takes over. And out here on front's the hydraulic pump for the hydraulic system on it for the front blade, and the hydraulics on the back. This lever here is a disconnect lever for your belts. This runs off the front of the crankshaft, and like I say, runs all the hydraulic stuff. They're pretty stout built little vehicle. Definitely not made to be driven around on the road a lot, if any. They're quite a bit heavy. We'll see if we'll start and see if we can get it to do anything. It's been, and I'd used it for about 4 or 5 years. Throw the dirt this way or throw the dirt that way. I would demonstrate it, but I don't think my wife appreciates me digging up the yard. So
I don't think it'd be your wife. Probably your buddy Joe wouldn't like that.
No, I got to mow this part.
Oh.
So maybe I'm just doing myself.
Let's go back there where he mows.
Well, yeah, we can go back here and dig that all up. Yeah. Make him keep him awake when he hits the bumps.
Make him work for it.
Yeah.
Well, that's a dandy unit. Is it? Did they hold up?
Yeah. I mean, this here's a '69. It's got. It's got all 3,000 miles on it, 3,700 miles. Of course, like I said, it just was on the golf course digging lines for irrigation, so it put down moved a lot of dirt in its life. Of course, it was all your controls. So you got a throttle control here for the engine to set your RPMs up, and then the governor takes over. Your PTO engagements right down there. You put your transfer case in neutral, and whatever gear you want to run it in will control the speed of the chain. Obviously, slower first gear, chain runs slower than it does in second and third. And that depends on what kind of dirt you're digging in. But it's kind of a unique vehicle. It's not for everybody, but
how take it up the road? How is it roadworthy? I mean, would it be?
Yeah, I mean it's
not really meant for that.
It's not really balanced out that good. It's still pretty light in the front end, even with that plow on the front of it. I'd say you probably drive it down the road probably 30 miles an hour and be pretty comfortable, safe in it. But, they did things like they moved they intended them to be put on the road because they moved the turn signals and the marker lights up there on the fenders and relocated the tail lights, which was originally down here. So, they was intended to possibly run up down the road. And this has also got a side shift on it where you can slide you want to get close to something and trench over here. You can slide it over and trench over here. It's a pretty well thought out thing. Of course, it's like everything else. It's past its time as far as technology goes, but it's probably pretty slick in its day when it was new. Other than that, that's all about I know about it.
Well, thanks for showing us that. It's a pretty neat unit. Catch you next time.
See ya.